Today, we're gonna be taking a look at protecting these 4 phones with a couple of cases sent over from the kind folks at Ringke. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? It's QuazyDog here, and like I said before, today we're gonna be taking a look at a couple of case options sent over from Ringke. Now, if you guys didn't see my last collaboration with them, there will be, of course, a shameless plug to that video in the cards up in the top right corner. But I've had these cases for a couple of days. I got them a little earlier than street date, and of course, I was waiting until I got some phones that I could go ahead and try the cases on. Now, before you go ahead and assume that I am loaded, no, these aren't real phones. I took them from my workplace. They are scale demonstration models that we keep on the shelf for clients to actually grab a hold of, and I wanted to test fit these before I made my final recommendations. So let's start by taking a look at the very first case, which is going to be this guy right here. Now, this is the Slim for the S9. And if you're wondering as well why these are all opened from their package, I have the packages over here, but there was a slight audio mix-up in the first attempt of this video, so we're just gonna go ahead and re-record the entire thing. So taking a look at the phone, what you would do is simply just place it in, snap it in place, and that is honestly about it. So this is just a very thin plastic style case. You can see there are some cutouts here that let the chin of the actual case itself be a little bit more malleable, and that gives you an opportunity to both insert and remove the device from the case. Now, this one really honestly is not my favorite case. It's not very thick, and honestly, I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but it's actually quite loose, and I think it's just because of the separation here. So this one, not my favorite, but if you really want something just to give you light scratch protection and you're not a fan of skins on your phone, maybe give this one a look, but for me, I'm definitely gonna pass on the Ringke Slim. Putting that down, we're gonna take a look at this guy here. This is the Onyx for the S9, and this is in the plum or violet style color. Now, you guys know I love this case in particular. I actually rock it on my personal phone right here. This is an S8 that I've had since launch, and this case has definitely helped me out in a couple of tough spots. So taking a look at, let's actually just grab the phone that would almost match this color styling. We will go ahead and put the forehead in first, snap the bottom edges on, and there you go. Now, one thing that I really like about this case is the fact that you have a nice bevel right down here. And what that's gonna allow you to do is guide your finger actually down to the fingerprint reader to make it a little bit easier to get to. You can see on a side profile, it's still fairly thin. All of the buttons are actually just covered with the same rubberish material that the overall case is made out of, but based on my sort of inner workings with my, again, personal case here, I've never had any problems pushing the buttons at all. Of course, I can't show you on this one because it is a fake phone. For the screen itself, you do have a little bit of lip protection here, meaning you should be able to put it face down on a surface perfectly fine without any worries. So that is the Onyx, that is in the plum color. And then taking a look here, this as well is an Onyx, and this is just the black color. So other than that, it is the exact same case. It's going to fit the exact same way. It's just a different color option. Lastly, we do have this guy here, and this one is actually something that I haven't come across before. I don't know if it's necessarily a brand new case that they have sort of in their lineup, but it's my first run-in with it personally, and I have the package right here. No, that's the Onyx. See, this was easier the first time I recorded it. This guy here is the Fusion. Now, what's really cool is this Fusion actually came with this lanyard in the package as well. It just feeds into the eyelet here, and I have one of these actually that Ringke sent me last time, and I put it on my wife's Pixel 2 case, and she really likes it. It adds a little bit more security. I know we're getting a little sidetracked here, but that's really nice. And now that's really not gonna leave your wrist. If you're at a concert or anything, you can take some photos, and if you drop it, it's not gonna get smashed on the ground and trampled on, or maybe somebody's not gonna take it out of your hand and run away with it. So let's go ahead and let's get this onto a phone. Fits very well. The sides, like I said, are fairly malleable. It's very easy to get the phone in and out of. You do have a clear back as well, so you're gonna be able to see through. Of course, what you're seeing here is just letting you know that there is a protective film on there. I'm not gonna bother removing that. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's go ahead and let's remove that here, just so you guys can sort of see what you're gonna be working with. So is that on the outside or is that on the inside? I am not sure. Feels like it's on the inside. Yep. Oh, that's satisfying. Oh, look at that. There's some on the outside too. So let's find where it is on the outside. I want to be a little careful because sometimes, like an acrylic side window on old cases, I find sometimes this stuff scratches a little bit easier than you wanted it to, so I wasn't about to run my fingernail all across that. So inside now is the titanium gray S9, and you can see that it shines through very, very well. Fitment is very nice. It's a very thin case, so everything, of course, still remains recessed here, but there's no little bevel down like you're gonna see on this guy, and actually there is a little bevel down on this one here as well. On the sides, the button stylings are pretty well the exact same as what you're going to get on the Onyx, and that's something that I really like anyway. The cutouts on the bottom are nice and precise, a little out of focus there, but nice and precise on those guys. And of course you have the headphone jack and the speaker cutout as well. So those are just a couple of case options. Maybe I'll line them up for you guys to see for your S9 or your S9 Plus. Now, Ringke was kind enough to actually go ahead and send a couple of other accessories my way as well, and I'm just gonna grab them and bring them into frame. So these guys here are basically just like cable drops. You guys have probably seen those in the past, but these are just a little bit different because they give you a couple of different routing options. So you can see you can push cables through here, you can bring cables through this way as well. You can pass them on the inside, and of course these are very malleable. So if I were to, surprisingly I'm at my computer and I don't have any cables, so I will use this lanyard, and that feeds through there very well. And it's quite strong. I'm having a hard time, there we go, pulling that apart. It actually just adheres using 3M double-sided tape. So right under this tab here, you're gonna see, maybe this one will be a little bit looser. There we go. So you have your adhesive there. So those are kind of cool. I'm kind of excited to use those. I'll probably route those in the bedroom. And these guys here, maybe I'll turn them so you guys can see them. These are pretty inconspicuous, and right off the bat, if you don't already know what they are, you would probably never guess. But these are actually designed and manufactured to go on the underside of, let's say, a tablet or a laptop. So of course, in their state right now, they're nice and flush. So if it's on a tabletop, you're really not going to notice any difference, but they do glue on. So right here, there's just like a double-sided tape, just like the cable drops, and these guys here are Velcro. So you can pull this apart, and now you can see that if you do something like this, and keep in mind this side would actually be on the bottom of your laptop or the back of your tablet or what have you, now it's gonna actually keep that elevated. So do it that way so you guys can see. Say this is a tablet. Now it's actually gonna keep it at more of sort of an ergonomic stance to make typing a little bit more comfortable, to make videos a little bit easier to watch rather than just holding the tablet maybe uncomfortably or looking straight down on it. So these are kind of cool. I wanted to pick these up for my MacBook, and it was actually very nice of them to just surprise me and kind of send those over. So these are 4 cases that you guys should really, well, 3 cases and 1 other case that you guys should really consider taking a look at. Ringke's are very affordable, and if I grab the package here, of course they do have their military drop protection seal on all of those cases as well. And I have, like I said, been using this guy here for quite a few months, and it has saved me from numerous drops. So I do honestly believe in these cases. I think they're really great. If you guys want to check them out, they always leave one of these in each and every package. You can check them out on their socials or at www.ringke.com. Of course, this video isn't sponsored in any way, so I have no coupon codes for you guys. But if you do want to use the Amazon affiliate links in the description below, a very small portion of every single purchase that you guys make using those links does come back to directly support the channel. So I always appreciate that. So this is really it for this video, guys. If you liked it, I would greatly appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. And if you hated it, well, hey, there's that other button too, I guess. While you're down there, please do not forget to subscribe. And the little Taco Bell down there will let you know when my next video is live, if by chance you want to keep up with future productions. Until the next video, my name is Andrew, Quasi Dog. You know, I've been screwing up that intro a lot, but either way, my name is Andrew, aka Quasi Dog. You guys have been ever so awesome, and I will catch you all in my next video. Take care.